Elegant, modest, but screams authority. Perfect for my next appearance at the altar. Look who it is. Excuse me, aren't you the ex of PJ? I'm sorry, who is PJ? Pastor Jonah. Your Grace, right? His former fiancé? And who is asking? His current babe. His partner. The one who actually believes in his ministry. Wow. Congratulations to you. Is that all you have to say? What exactly did you expect me to say? I don't know, maybe a little remorse? A little humility? It's just sad, honestly. Some women simply don't have the capacity to recognize an anointed man when he's right in front of them. You walked away from a man with a massive destiny, but don't worry, I stepped in. Hope in the Lord Bible Church is expanding fast, and I'm making sure he gets the world-class support he always deserved. So, sorry your relationship didn't work out with him, sweetie. Truly. But I guess one woman's loss is another woman's divine elevation. Thank you, you can have him. You take care too. What just happened? Jonah's new girlfriend stopped me? I can't believe this. Why did she do that? I need to call Judith. Please, Judith, pick up. Hey, girl. Tell me you're calling with good news because pediatrics just ran me ragged for 6 straight hours. Judith, I promise you, whatever exhaustion you have is about to vanish. You will not believe what just happened to me inside the boutique. Wait, what happened? Did you run into someone? Some glamorous lady in blazer approached me by the dressing rooms, looked me up and down, and asked, word for word, "Aren't you the ex of PJ?" PJ? Who in the world is PJ? That's exactly what I asked. She goes, Pastor Jonah. I'm his current babe, his partner, the one who actually believes in his ministry. What? No way, his current babe? Grace, please tell me you did not engage her in that drama. Not even for a second. I looked right at her, smiled, and said, wow, congratulations. Judith, you should have seen her face drop. She was looking for a whole soap opera showdown. She started rambling about how I walked away from a man with destiny, and that she's stepping in to give him world-class support for his new church. Oh, please, that has insecure written all over it in bold red ink. If you're so secure in your new relationship with the man, why are you approaching his ex-fiancé to mark territory? That is pure desperation. Exactly. She ended her little speech with, sorry your relationship didn't work out, take care. So I told her to have him, told her to take care too, and casually walked out. Yes! Mature, unbothered, and completely at peace. That's my girl. God really delivered you from that circus, Grace. Amen to that. How are you holding up, though? Fatima at the nurse station is still giving me side eyes, but hearing about Jonah's new babe just gave me my second wind. All right, take care.
Look at where we are today, Sandra. 6 months. It feels like yesterday we were handing out flyers in the plaza, and now the sanctuary is packed.
Every Sunday, God has been faithful. Every seed we planted has yielded a harvest. I told you on day 1 that I believed in your calling.
You've been more than just supportive, Sandra. You've been my peace, my partner, and my biggest pillar. And honestly, it's time we take our relationship to the next step.
The next step?
Yes. I've told my mom all about you, your heart, your kindness, how you've stood by me, and she's been asking to see you. I want you to meet her officially next week.
Jonah, really? I would love that. You have no idea how much this means to me.
It means everything to me, too. Don't be nervous. She's gonna love you.
I'm a CEO, Jonah. I pitched to multi-million-dollar investors without breaking a sweat, but meeting a mother? That's real pressure. I am so happy we did this today.
Me too. This is absolutely perfect.
Let's do this every weekend.
Mom, it's so good to see you.
And this must be the famous Sandra I've heard so much about.
Good afternoon, Ma. It is such an honor to finally meet you.
Jonah has spoken so highly of you over the phone, Sandra. But tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? Tell me about your family.
Well, Ma, I come from a family of 5. I am the second of 3 children. I have an older brother and a younger sister. My parents are devout Christians who raised us with strong biblical principles and a heavy emphasis on hard work, integrity, and faith in God.
A solid Christian foundation is the greatest gift any parent can give their children. And what do you do for work, Sandra?
I work in real estate and technology, Ma. I am the founder of Sandy Real Estate Company, where we develop residential properties, and I also co-founded a sustainable tech company. God has blessed the work of my hands, and I always ensure that whatever success He gives me is used to advance His kingdom.
Mom, I'm telling you, she has been an absolute pillar of support for my ministry. From the very beginning, when we had almost nothing, Sandra stepped in. She helped structure our outreach, handled major expenses, and poured her own resources into ensuring the church took off. I have never experienced support like this in my entire life.
Honestly, Ma, it's a joy for me. When you see a man who carries a genuine calling from God, standing by him isn't an obligation, it's an honor. I truly love supporting Jonah and seeing God's work prosper in his hands.
That is a wonderful thing, Sandra. A supportive partner is a rare treasure, and I thank God for how you have stood by my son during this formative of his life. Ministry is a high and sacred calling, my children. It is not a business enterprise, and it is not a stage for personal pride or quick fame. The journey ahead will bring many tests of character, tests of integrity, and tests of the heart. My counsel to both of you today is simple. Be steadfast, walk in love, and above all, do ministry with the true fear of the Lord. When God lifts you up and gives you influence, never allow the blessings to become bigger than the one who gave them to you. Keep your foundation pure, pray together constantly, and let Christ remain the center of everything you build.
Amen, Mom. We receive that.
Amen, Ma. Thank you so much for that wisdom. We will guard that advice with everything we have.
All right then, enough serious talk for now. I cooked a full chicken dinner in the kitchen, and nobody is leaving this house until their plates are clean.
Now that's the part I've been waiting for.
Wow, Jonah, I honestly had such an amazing time today. Your mom is such a sweet soul. From the moment she opened that front door, she made me feel completely at home.
I could tell she loved you, Sandra. She hasn't smiled like that in a very long time. And I told you she was going to feed us until we couldn't move.
Oh, the food was absolutely delicious. That roasted chicken and homemade iced tea? Out of this world. You can literally taste the love in her cooking. Her words to us too, that advice about doing ministry with the fear of God and keeping our foundation pure, it really touched my spirit.
My mom doesn't play when it comes to God's work. She watched my dad serve faithfully for decades with zero compromise. She still serves in her church too. Having her blessing today meant the world to me. And just wait until you meet my sister Rachel.
Oh, tell me about her.
Well, since we can't meet her in person anytime soon because she lives all the way in the UK with her husband and kids, I figured we could set up a video call. In fact, I will give her your phone number tonight so you two can connect directly.
Jonah, really? You'd do that?
Of course. You're not just a guest in my life, Sandra. You are my partner. You know, sitting here right now, I just want to say thank you.
Thank you for what?
For everything. For always driving me home after Sunday services, for picking me up whenever I have important board meetings or pastoral visits across town, for never once making me feel embarrassed that I sold my car to launch the church. A lot of women in your tax bracket wouldn't even look twice at a man who has to take Ubers and rely on rides.
My PJ, I told you from day one, I don't look at where a man is today. I look at his calling and his destiny. But actually, speaking of cars, I've been thinking about something for a couple of weeks now.
What's that?
Well, as you know, I own 2 vehicles. I have this one that I use for daily business runs, and then I have my black luxury SUV sitting parked in my garage, practically gathering dust. I barely ever drive it unless I have clients visiting from out of state.
Right, the one in your garage.
Exactly. So I was thinking, why let a perfectly good luxury car sit idle when my man needs reliable transportation? You should take the SUV and drive it until you're ready to buy your own.
Wait, what? No way, Sandra. No, absolutely not. I can't take your car.
I insist. You are running an entire ministry. You have visits, church errands, community outreach, and executive meetings to attend. It doesn't make any sense for you to be waiting around on ride shares or relying on me to drive you everywhere when I have an extra vehicle sitting in my driveway.
My love, that isn't just lending someone a book or an umbrella. That is way too much.
My PJ, look at me. I am here to support God's kingdom and to do what He has called me to. You need it, and I want you to have it.
You are unreal. I don't even know what I did to deserve a woman like you. I love you so much.
I love you too, my PJ. More than you know.
I am getting a car. An actual luxury SUV. Who is this Sandra lady? Seriously, who is she? She is just something else. From the moment she walked into that church hall, everything in my life has turned completely upside down in the best way possible. She honored my mother with so much respect, and now she literally hands me the keys to a luxury truck without blinking an eye. I cannot lose this lady, not in a million years. I have to marry her very fast. I cannot afford to waste any time on this one. I have never in my entire life met a woman like her. A woman who sees my vision, believes in my calling, and backs it up with everything she has. I can see it in her eyes every single day. She loves me too much. Honestly, it feels completely unreal. It's like stepping into a movie. I truly won the ultimate jackpot with Sandra, and I am gonna make sure she becomes my wife before anyone else even gets the chance to look in her direction. And I honestly don't care what my mother said. No one, and I mean absolutely no one, is gonna stop me from getting married to Sandra. My mom is just being way too dramatic. She loves me and wants the best for me, but all that talk about sleepless nights and bad spirits, it is just not true. It's fear, pure and simple. How can a woman who brings so much favor and elevation into my life be wrong for me? God has clearly answered my prayers. Sandra is my breakthrough, and I'm proposing to her.
Take this and drink.
I am not thirsty, Daphne. I don't need water right now.
Oh no, you are thirsty, Sandra. In fact, you are completely parched. What do you mean by you gave Pastor Jonah your car? How?
Daphne, lower your voice. First of all, I did not give him the title deed. I handed him the keys to the SUV sitting in my garage. It was sitting there gathering dust, doing absolutely nothing. He is a senior pastor and also my man, who was relying on ride shares and public transport to do kingdom work. Why shouldn't he drive my spare vehicle?
Because a whole luxury SUV is not a casual housewarming gift, Sandra. Are you hearing yourself right now?
PJ is my man. I will do anything for him.
This is getting completely out of hand. Completely! You gave him $50,000 in cold, hard cash. You are literally paying out of your own pocket to feed his entire congregation every single Sunday. You bought his flyers, you gave him your luxury car. Girl, you are going to go broke. I honestly pray you don't end up in a Netflix series.
Oh, please. Stop overreacting, Daphne. Seriously, don't make me regret telling you things. Why does everything with you have to sound like a dramatic television special?
Because nobody does what you are doing, Sandra. Nobody! You are doing entirely too much, and this is not a healthy foundation for any relationship. Think about it for 2 seconds. Who wouldn't say yes to someone who literally handed him a brand new congregation, funded his entire lifestyle, and gave him the keys to a luxury truck? You gave all of this just for him to accept you?
Jonah loved me the moment he saw my dedication to God's work. He told me himself that I am a divine gift sent from heaven. His mother gave us her full blessing. He introduced me to his family. He's connecting me with his sister in London, and he tells me he loves me every single day. I know him, and I know where this is going. I know for a fact that he is going to propose soon, very soon. Stop with the lectures and answer the real question. Are you going to be my chief bridesmaid or not?
Fine. Of course I will stand next to you. But don't say I didn't warn you, Sandra. When the bill comes due?
There's no bill, Daphne, just the vision coming to pass.
Mom, you said you needed to see me. Is everything okay, Mom? You look worried.
I am worried, Jonah. I haven't been able to sleep well since the day you brought Sandra over.
Sandra? Mom, she was so respectful to you. She brought gifts, she honored you, she listened to your advice.
It is not about her manners, Jonah. I care about your well-being. There is an uneasy feeling in my heart that won't go away. I think you are moving far too quickly. You need to slow down, take a step back, and spend more quiet time in prayer before making major life decisions with her.
Slow down? We've been courting for 6 months. The church is growing, the community outreach is doing well.
And why did she give you a car?
Wait, is this about the car?
You have known her for only a short time, and she gives you an entire vehicle, a huge amount of money, she provides the meals, and now this? Jonah, this pace doesn't feel healthy. Before you think about marriage, please take a pause and spend real time.
Mom, please. This is not what I need to hear. Sandra is the biggest supporter of my ministry. When I had very little support, she stepped up and believed in the vision. You can't ask me to just walk away from her.
I am not telling you to break up with her, Jonah. I am asking you to put things on hold. Just pause, slow down, and reflect. When big gifts and resources enter a relationship so fast, it can cloud your judgment.
No, Mom. I am not putting anything on hold. In fact, I am planning to propose to her next week.
Next week? Jonah, why the rush?
Because I am ready! The church needs leadership, and Sandra is the partner I want by my side.
Have you truly prayed through this, Jonah? Or are you just rushing because things seem convenient and prosperous?
Of course I've prayed. I believe this is the right path, Mom.
You were also confident that grace was the right path. And that ended abruptly just months before the wedding. Now, few months later, you want to rush into marriage again
Without
time to heal or reflect?
Please, Mom, do not bring up grace. That chapter is in the past.
A past that you might still need to learn from, my son.
I have to go. I love you, Mom, but I have to make my own choices.
Elena, walk me through these figures again. Are these the reconciled numbers for the close of the second quarter?
Yes, Sandra. These are the finalized, reconciled reports from our accounting firm.
Over the last 60 days, our operating cash reserves have decreased by 22%. Gross revenues across Sandy Real Estate are steady, but
our net retained earnings are shrinking at an alarming rate.
Revenue is steady, but net retention is down? How does that happen when project completion rates are on schedule? Because of direct capital outflows, Sandra. There has been a steady, unexplained reduction in our liquid reserves over the past 2 months. If we don't take drastic, immediate steps to curb non-operational withdrawals, this situation is going to get significantly worse by Q4. We made strategic investments earlier this year. Some capital outlays take time to balance out.
Sandra, with all due respect, these are not recorded corporate investments. These are massive owner withdrawals labeled as discretionary transfers.
We have vendor invoices due for the Northridge residential site next month, payroll for 12 full-time staff, and contractor retainers coming up. You cannot continue taking large
sums of money out of this company without risking our working capital.
I am fully aware of our obligations, Elena.
Then you know we need to freeze discretionary draws
immediately. What is this capital even being used for? The board is going to ask for a formal reconciliation at next month's audit review. And right now, our runway is shortening. We cannot sustain this rate of burn. Thank you for the thorough breakdown, Elena. Leave the detailed ledger on my desk. I will personally review the line items and implement the necessary adjustments before Monday's finance meeting. $10,000 to Chef Michelle Catering in May, another $10,000 in June, another $10,000 in July. This isn't sustainable. I have been spending at least $10,000 every single month just to feed the congregation. 60 meals turned into 80, and 80 turned into 100. Yes, we've grown. Hope in the Lord Bible Church now has about 100 people sitting in those chairs. Every single Sunday, which is amazing. But I am the one footing the entire bill. If I keep doing this out of my own pocket, I'm gonna ruin my company. Sandy Real Estate took me 7 years with sleepless nights to build. I can't let my own enterprise collapse under the weight of church operational costs. A church with 100 regular members shouldn't rely on one person's private checking account to survive. I love Jonah. I believe in his calling, and I want to be his wife. But business is business. And wisdom is wisdom. I cannot carry this entire financial structure alone anymore. We need to talk about it.
Look at this car, look at this life. God has truly turned everything around in 6 short months. Sandra thinks this is just a routine meeting. She texted me saying we need to have an important operational and budget discussion. I am turning it into the most unforgettable evening of her life. No more waiting, no more delays. Tonight, I am surprising my first lady.
I thought we were having a coffee to review the ministry's operational accounts.
Sandra, there is a time to talk about work, and there is a time to honor the greatest gift God has ever placed in my life. 6 months ago, I was standing at a crossroads, trying to carry a heavy vision alone. Then you walked into my life. You didn't just bring support, you brought faith, elegance, joy, and a heart that mirrors God's grace in everything you touch. You believed in me when things were small, and you stood by me as God began to build our future. You called this meeting to discuss the future of the ministry, but tonight, I want to talk about our future. You are my partner, my strength, and the woman I want to walk beside for the rest of my days on this earth. Sandra, will you do me the absolute honor of becoming my wife? Will you marry me?
Yes! Yes, Jonah! 1,000,000 times yes!
I love you so much, Jonah.
I love you more, Sandra.